Good morning, everyone. It's an exciting morning, and I can utterly feel the brain power in this room. So I'm Crystal Peak. I'm the Washington County Extension Agent for 4-H, and to say I'm excited for this morning is an understatement, just like yourselves. I know there's nerves out there, and I'm nervous too, but we learn in 4-H how to handle those nerves so that we can do what we need to do. I am so excited to have a special guest here today that's going to get us started. So I'd like to welcome Delegate Israel O'Quinn from the 44th District, representing us here in Southwest Virginia, and he's going to do a welcome for us this morning. Can we all welcome Delegate O'Quinn?
Well, good morning. It's great to be able to be here with you today. It's always an honor to be able to represent our part of the state in the Virginia House of Delegates. And of course, a fun fact that I always like to throw out is here at the Higher Education Center, we are closer to 7 other capitals than we are to our own. So that's one of those things that kind of puts my work into perspective. And so it wasn't all that long ago, actually it was a long time ago, but it doesn't feel like long ago that I was sitting in your seat. I attended Washington County Public Schools. I was in 4-H, loved every minute of it. And much like you, I also loved history, and I still do. And I'm really appreciative that we have such a good 4-H and extension program here in Washington County. Crystal and Phil and the whole team does an outstanding job with 4-H, with the extension programs, and they want to ensure that you have a ton of opportunities, and I'm very grateful that they do that. You know, a lot of states have a History Bowl, and they have this same competition that you're doing today, only it's specific to their state. There are a lot of states that don't have a whole lot of history to talk about, but that's not Virginia. Virginia is unique in that we have 418 years worth of history, some good, some bad, to talk about. And to put that in perspective, there are 5 states that weren't even admitted to the Union until the 1900s. And so I know you all know the answer to this. Settlers landed in Jamestown in what year? There you go, 1607. It's a long time ago. And arguably, we are the most historically significant state in the United States. I would say that we are. Others might like to argue about that, but we are a very important state. We also have the oldest continuous legislative body in the Western Hemisphere, the Virginia House of Burgesses, which became the House of Delegates. What year did the House of Burgesses start? 1619. See, y'all are already getting warmed up here. We have more presidents than any other state. How many Virginia presidents do we have? 8. Yeah, so our state capitol building, if you've never been there, or even if you have, is also an incredibly historic place. So many monumental moments in our state and our nation's history have taken place there at the Capitol in Richmond. And so I'm thrilled that you're getting to participate in History Bowl today, and also glad that you get to do it in such a historic state. It makes your History Bowl a whole lot more interesting. So I wish you all the very best of luck today. Look forward to hearing who the county champion is. So keep up the great work. Thank you.
We really appreciate the support of both Delegate O'Quinn and our Senator Pillion. I'm going to welcome to the stage now our state officers that are here. And we have our state 4-H vice president, that is Clint Wilson, and he is a senior at John Battle High School. He's going to come up and lead the American Pledge. And then Mackenzie Wise, she is a senior at Patrick Henry, and she is the Virginia 4-H state reporter.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you all for coming out, and good luck to our competitors. I'd like to start off with the American Pledge. For those who are able, please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You remain standing.
I'll do our 4-H pledge. I pledge my head to clearer thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, my health to better living. for my club, my community, my country, and my world.
Thank you, Mackenzie and Clint. So in your program, oh, please be seated, I'm sorry. In your program today, I have a big embarrassment because I genuinely know his name, and we're so appreciative for the support of the Abingdon Kiwanis Club. I don't know why I listed Mr. Phil DePietro from the president, he's the president of the Kiwanis in Abingdon, as Joe DePietro, but apparently that is a real person. So, but we're very honored to have Mr. Phil DePietro here with us today, as this event is sponsored throughout the county by the Kiwanis of Abingdon. So, Mr. DePietro.
Thank you for having me out today. And I told Crystal earlier that if I did a bad job, you can call me Joe. And you can put it all over Facebook that Joe DePietro did a bad job. Anyway, it's a pleasure to be here today representing the Kiwanis Club of Abingdon. And congratulations to each and every participant that's here today. In my book, you're already winners. You did a fantastic job to get to this point. Representing each elementary school in Washington County is just phenomenal, so congratulations to each of you. So hopefully everybody's familiar with the Kiwanis Club. A little bit about who we are is we're a club obviously located in Washington County. We do all things to support children in Washington County. So if you attend events, the Plum Alley Day, you probably have been to it in the past years. That is an event that we put on to fundraise, to, as I mentioned, give back to kids of Washington County. We also have an annual golf event. So anybody that's an adult here or children, go back to your parents, and if you like playing golf, we have our annual golf event coming up on May 9th at Glen Roki, so feel free to join us there. Our vision as a club is to improve the world one child and one community at a time here in Washington County, and that's what we focus on. And that's what we come together every week to talk about those initiatives. We review funding requests and always targeting on taking care of kids in Washington County. And finally, just a huge thank you to the organizers, participants, and our wonderful community, and to, again, all the History Bowl competitors. Good luck, have fun, and know that you're already a winner today. Thank you.
Thank you, Phil. And exactly what he said is so important to remember, that what you have up here, no one can ever take from you today, so you're already winners because you have so much knowledge that will be a building block for you, very much a building block as you study on in history. Now, you notice that we are in these very nice building and with all the features and everything, and we appreciate the support of the Southwest Virginia Higher Education Center. And so we welcome Mr. David Matlock. He is the CEO for the Southwest Virginia Higher Education Center. So Mr. David Matlock.
Well, welcome to the Southwest Virginia Higher Education Center. I get to go around all across the region and tell people we're a great place doing great things because of great people. And it is an honor to have you here today because you are great students. And so congratulations for making it this far as Phil or Joe, whatever his name was. And I've known him since grade school. He said we're all winners, and that's true. You're a winner by just being here today. And how about Virginia Cooperative Extension and 4-H and the work of Miss Crystal Peak? Can we give them a round of applause? Thank you. Now, for some of you, it may be your very first time to be in the Southwest Virginia Higher Education Center. So let me give you just a 40,000-foot, real quick, what can happen here. You can go from your high school. Where's my Damascus, Ray Valley, Damascus? There we go. Do you know that students have graduated from Holston High School, have come to this campus, received a baccalaureate, received their associate's degree on top of the hill in nursing, stayed here on this campus, and got a RN to BSN, and became a doctor of nurse anesthesia. And those that graduated in December are now making $215,000 a year with no experience as a doctor of nurse anesthesia, and they never left this campus. You can go, and we have a student from Patrick Henry, where's my Meadowview Elementary, that have come here, they've come to this campus, and now they have their doctorate degree in pharmacy. You can do all that and never leave this campus. You can become an EMT or a paramedic. There's so many things you can do right here in this building, and we're here to serve you. One of the most exciting reasons why we love partnering with Crystal and Virginia Cooperative Extension and 4-H is because they invest in people. There's an old Chinese proverb, many of you probably have heard this, but it said if you want to be successful, you want to have success for 1 year, okay, you grow corn and invest in grain. And if you want to have success and be successful for a 10-year period, you grow trees and invest in timber. But if you want to be successful for a lifetime, you want to have success for a lifetime, you grow and invest in people. And that's exactly what's happening here with Virginia Cooperative Extension, 4-H, and things like the History Bowl. So congratulations for being here. Come back and visit any time, okay? Thank you.
Now, I see all of our wonderful teachers here and our principals. I'm very thankful for the support of the Washington County school system, for Dr. King, Dr. Perigin, and I appreciate our school board members. And so today, I know that we have Miss Debbie Anderson here. Let's welcome Debbie, and Mr. Adam Wilson. Thank you so much for coming today. All right, so now we're ready to we're going to bring up our first teams in just a moment, but first we need to introduce our moderator, who thankfully will be running this up here today for us, because the History Bowl has a lot of moving parts, and he's really good at making decisions and asking the questions and being very clear, and that is our Agriculture Extension Agent. So we welcome the Washington County Agriculture Extension Agent to the floor as our moderator. That's Mr. Phil Blevins.
Thank you. It's my privilege to be here today and be the moderator of the contest. One of the things, before I forget it, as we start, I want to, what we've done in the past, because occasionally we have to have a conference on the questions, so what we'll do is we'll use the teachers of the teams that are not on stage to consider any answer to a question that we're not clear on or that we wonder if it's acceptable or not. So just keep that in mind. I'll call those up to the side, and we'll have a conference over an answer that may not be, that we may have to have some help with. So we do congratulate everyone for being here today, and we're thankful for all the effort that's gone into by your teachers to help you prepare, and by your parents, and by you as you've prepared for this. So I'm going to go over the rules. So they're the same rules that we had in the schools, so please listen. It doesn't hurt to go over them again. And so what will happen today is I'll be the moderator and be in charge of the contest. Ms. Peak will be keeping score on the stage here where everyone can see it. Do we have a scorekeeper in the audience? We have a scorekeeper in the back that's keeping score to make sure that we keep it straight. All right, so in each round we'll ask 12 questions. And these questions will be of be what we will refer to as our regular questions. And the students remember that on those regular questions, you can buzz in at any time you think you know the answer. You cannot talk to your teammates, or your teammates can't help you on those questions. But remember, when you buzz in, I stop reading, and you have to give me the answer after I call your name. If each team member gets a question correct in any given round, then they get a bonus question. In that case, the team can discuss it, but the team captain has to give me the answer. If we are tied at the end of a round, we'll ask 5 more questions till we break the tie. Those tiebreaker questions will also be used in the event that we have to throw a question out. The way the contest is scored, if you get a correct answer for a regular question, that's 5 points. If you miss the question, that doesn't count against you. If you get a bonus question and get that correct, that's worth 10 points. If you miss the answer, that doesn't count against you. And there's only 1 bonus question allowed per round. So the only way you can lose points, if you remember from the schools, is when you buzz in, if you begin talking before I call your name. So everybody's excited and nervous today and wants to get on with the program and want me to shut up so you can get up here. But wait till I call your name before you start talking, because it's serious business today, because you're the champions of your school, And so we're going to play serious today. The other way you can lose 5 points is if you buzz in and I acknowledge you and you don't give me an answer. So you have to give me an answer from Virginia history. If you can't remember the answer to the question because you got nervous or whatever, then guess something out of Virginia history. As it was at the school, this is a double elimination tournament. And so any team has to lose twice before they're out of the contest. Okay, remember that when you answer the question, I have to accept the first answer that you give me. So if you begin to give me an answer and you decide that's not the right answer and you give me a second answer, I have to take the first answer, whether it's incorrect or correct. If I've completely read the question when one of the contestants buzzes in, then I will not reread the question. If I've not finished the question and the team that buzzes in gets it correct, obviously they get the points. If they miss it, that side is out and I can read the question in its entirety for the other team. But if the other team buzzes in before I get the question read, then I stop reading the question. If I ask you to repeat your answer, that doesn't mean you got your answer wrong. That means I didn't hear it. And so I just want you to say what you said again. So don't change your answers if I say, could you please repeat that? Okay, if I say that the answer was incorrect or there was not the answer I was looking for and you feel like your answer was correct, you can raise your hand and call timeout and ask us to reconsider that. If the coach of one of the teams that's up here feels like we ruled incorrectly on a question, please call timeout immediately. You won't bother us. Call timeout immediately and ask us to reconsider it, and then we'll get a panel of the other teachers and we'll reconsider that and we'll move on from there. Do not wait till the end of the contest to tell us we messed up. Let's take care of that immediately so that we don't have any issues at the end. We're going to do our very best up here to run a contest that is fair for everyone. And so we look forward to these young people showing their knowledge of the Virginia history studies that they've been doing. And so unless I've missed something, I think we're ready to begin. Oh, yes. As far as calling time out, the only people that can call timeout is the individual that was answering the question or the coach of the team. Parents can't call timeout. Other people can't call timeout. It's either the coach or the contestant that can call timeout. Also, in the audience, I know some of you parents have probably been the ones that have gone over these questions over and over and over with your kids. Don't shout out an answer, okay? Don't get excited and shout out an answer. So we're ready for our first two teams, which is Valley Institute and Watauga Elementary. If they would come up, please. Nigel, press your buzzer. Andrew, Sadie, Langston, Jonah, Hudson, Ella, Charlie. Charlie, turn your name where I can see it, please.
See that one?
All right. I'll get it. So everybody all together, what's the first thing you're going to do if you buzz in?
Wait till you say our name.
Are you all good with that? Wait till I call your name? All right. What we're counting on. So no practice questions today. We're going to go directly into the contest. So this, and I would encourage all the contestants, I know you have a lot of supporters here, but don't look at them. They're not asking questions. I'm the one asking the questions, so pay attention to me, and you'll get along a lot better. So first question is a fill-in-the-blank question. It has 3 words in it. The American Indians used blank to make their shelter. Okay, Andrew. That's correct. Okay, question number 2. Who introduced corn and tobacco? Okay, Andrew. Correct. Okay, question number 3. Farmers and other consumers could buy goods and services. Okay, Andrew. Okay, can you be more specific on that? Correct. The question was farmers and other consumers could buy goods and services on credit. When did they pay their debt? Are those microphones on? If you all want to try to speak into the microphone so that you don't have to stand up. But
Testing.
that one's working.
Testing. Testing. Okay, that works.
Work better, okay? All right. Question number 4. Thomas Jefferson provided political leadership by expressing, okay, Andrew, by expressing the reasons for colonial independence from England in which document? The Declaration of Independence is correct. Question number 5. Who is known as the father of the okay, Jonah? Correct, as the father of the Constitution. That's correct. Question number 6. The state's court system is part of, okay, Andrew, of what branch of Virginia government? Judicial is correct. Question number 7. Which agricultural product, okay, Naja?
Tobacco.
Correct, became an important Virginia industry. Tobacco is correct. Question number 8. Who was George C. Marshall? Okay, Andrew. That's correct. Question 9 is a fill-in-the-blank question, 3 words. Virginia's air, I might throw that one out. Okay, so here is the replacement question for that. Colonists who supported independence from Great Andrew were referred to as patriots. Okay, question 10 is a fill-in-the-blank question, 2 words. During the 20th century, Virginia changed from a rural, okay, Andrew. Okay, agricultural society to a more urban industrial society. That's correct. Okay, question 11. What did Lincoln use to block, okay, Andrew, to blockade the southern ports? The Union Navy is correct. Question 12. During the Revolutionary War, the term loyalist was, okay, Andrew, correct, was used to describe what group? People that remained devoted to Great Britain or England. That's the last question. So Valley wins this round. Let's give both teams a big hand. So we need High Point and Greendale to come up now. Take your names with you as you go, please. Ella, take your name, okay? They came up. Carly, pull your name back so I can see Hannah's light. All right. So Hannah, try your buzzer. Carly, Benjamin, Isaiah, Sophia, Mary, Grayson, Blake. Okay, the first thing you all are going to do is what?
Let us say your names.
Wait till I say your name. All right, that's good. I appreciate that. Say, first question, round two. This document states that the authority to go, okay, Isaiah. The authority to govern belongs to the people rather than to kings and queens, the Declaration of Independence. Question two is a fill-in-the-blank question, one word. Blank is the full equality, okay, Blake. Integration is the full equality of all races in the use of public facilities. Move your card up, please, Blake. Question number three. What transportation system helped the cities of, okay, Blake? Helped the cities of Richmond, Norfolk, and Newport News grow? Railroads is correct. Okay, question four has two parts to the answer. During the Civil War, two ironclads, okay, Mary. I'm sorry, Grayson, I'm sorry.
Monitor, Union, Merrimack, Confederacy.
Okay, battled in the waters near Norfolk and Hampton. What were their names and which Navy did each ship belong to? That's correct. The Monitor belonged to the Union and the Merrimack, the Confederacy. Question five. The Virginia Declaration of Rights stated that all Virginians should have certain, okay, Isaiah.
Equal.
Okay, that's not the answer I need. Let me finish it for this side. The Virginia Declaration of Rights stated that all Virginians should have certain rights, including freedom of religion and free, okay, Sophia?
Freedom of the press.
No, the question I need was, or answer I need was who wrote the document? That was George Mason, was the answer I was looking for. Question six, this slave from Virginia served, okay, Blake? Served in the Continental Army and was given his freedom after the war, James Lafayette. Question seven, there are four possible answers, but I only need two of them. Name two changes that supported, okay, Isaiah.
Fly ships, strong leadership from Captain.
That's correct. That supported the survival of the colonial Virginia. The possible answers were forced work program, strong leadership of John Smith, which Isaiah said, the arrival of supply ships, which he said, and the fourth one is emphasis placed on agriculture. Question eight, name the American Indian who served as a, okay, Grayson.
James Lafayette.
Okay, that's not the answer I need. Let me finish it for this side. Name the American Indian who served as a contact between the native peoples and the colonists. Okay, Hannah?
Pocahontas.
Pocahontas is correct. Question number 9 is a fill-in-the-blank question, one word. Yorktown is located, okay, Carly?
York River.
Along the York River, that's correct. Question 10 is a fill-in-the-blank question. It's a fill-in-the-blank question, two words. The American Indians use blank, blank, okay, Grayson. Give me a guess. Say it.
Coal mining.
Okay, that's not the answer I need, so let me finish it for this side. The American Indians use blank, blank for clothing. Benjamin?
Animal skins.
Animal skins is correct. Okay, so you're in the bonus. Okay, so remember, Carly's got to give me the answer. So name the 8 presidents from Virginia.
Washington, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, John Tyler, Zachary Taylor, Woodrow Harrison, Woodrow Wilson.
Okay, Carly gives me the answer.
George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, John Tyler, Zachary Taylor, Woodrow Wilson, and William Henry Harrison.
Correct. I'm going to get it. All right. Question 11 is a 3-part answer. I need 3 parts to this answer. Name the 3 major American Indian, okay, Grayson.
Algonquin, Siouan, and Iroquois.
That is correct. The three major American Indian language groups found in Virginia. Question number 12, define peninsula. Okay, Blake? Correct. Okay, so High Point wins this round. That's a really good round. Let's give both teams a big hand. Okay, we need Meadowview and Ray Valley up, please.
Somebody forgot theirs.
Gracie, turn your name toward me, okay? Now pull your name back just a little. Pull yours back just a little, Shelby, so I can see your light. Okay, Jack, press your buzzer. Keegan, Shelby, Gracie, Thomas, Keandra, Henley Vale, Ada. Okay, so the first thing you all are going to do when you buzz in is what?
Wait for you to say our name.
All right. I just hate to take points away. Let me say this, you know, it's nerve-wracking to be up here in front of everybody. If you miss a question, that's not the end of the world. Don't give up. Or if I have to take points away from you, don't give up. You know, hang in there. All right, first question in this round 3 is a fill-in-the-blank question, one word. Alexandria is, okay, Ada, is located along the Potomac River. Question number 2, define natural resources. Okay, Ada.
The materials.
Let me get the teachers on that one from the other schools if I could. Okay, we'll accept that. Define natural resource. You said the things around people, and that's something that people find in nature that they can use. All right, question number 3. What were the citizen representatives in the, okay, Thomas? In the Virginia General Assembly called? Burgesses is correct. Question 4. What was the primary source of wealth for, okay, Keegan?
Tobacco.
Okay, that's not the answer I need on that one. Let me finish it for this side. What was the primary source of wealth for the economy of the Virginia colony? Okay, Thomas. Agriculture is correct. Tobacco was part of that, but it was more general than that. Actually, Virginia was a big exporter of country hams. Question 5 is a fill-in-the-blank question. A medium of exchange also called, okay, Henley Vale.
Money.
Also called currency, including coins and paper bills, is called money. Question 6 is a fill-in-the-blank question, and it's a statement. I need a statement. Patrick Henry inspired patriots from other colonies. Okay, Thomas. When he spoke out against taxation without representation by saying, "Give me liberty or give me death." Question 7 is a fill-in-the-blank question, 2 words. Harriet Tubman supported a secret, okay, Shelby, a secret route for escaped slaves, and it became known as the Underground Railroad. That's correct. Question 8. Which general captured Richmond near, okay, Keegan,
General
say it again, just say what you said again.
Robert E. Lee.
Hey, that's not the answer I need. So, which general captured Richmond near the end of the Civil War? Okay, Keandra.
General Ulysses S. Grant.
That is correct. General Ulysses S. Grant. Okay, they're in the bonus. So here's your bonus question, and Henley Bell has to give me the answer. Name 2 of the 3 Virginia governors who came from Washington County.
David Campbell and John B. Floyd.
That's correct, and the other one was Wyndham Robertson. Okay, question number 9 is a fill-in-the-blank question, one word. Today, state-recognized tribes are located in all 5, okay, Shelby? Correct, regions of Virginia. Question number 10, who was Maggie Walker? Okay, Shelby?
African fought for civil rights for women.
We get the teachers again. Okay, that one won't work. So let me, well, I've already asked the question. Does somebody on this side want to? Okay, Thomas.
First African
Correct. First bank president, African-American woman. All right. Question number 11 has 2 parts to the answer. The Battle of Great Bridge was important for what two? Okay, Thomas.
It was the first land battle in Virginia of the Revolutionary War, and it made the British colonial governor flee the city.
That's correct. Question 12. Virginia farmers were able to grow more wheat with fewer workers due to the, okay, Keegan?
Mechanical reaper.
Correct, due to the invention of the mechanical reaper. That's correct. So Meadowview wins this round. Let's give both teams a big hand. Okay, we need Abingdon and Valley up on stage, please. Andrea, are we correct on that? Okay. So if you all walk around, come up over here. Okay. Now, just slide your name to the other side of your light, please. Put it, there you go, okay. Okay, press your buzzer. Andrew, Sadie, Langston. Hey, Abingdon, what's the first thing you're gonna do if you buzz in?
Wait till you say our name.
There you go.
Parker.
You're not wrong. Somebody took. Who was up here? Ray Valley? Take the little clip. Can I have it back? I got it. It's okay.
Dusty.
Not this Monday. Thanks, Jack.
Okay, round 4, first question. This is a fill-in-the-blank question, one word. The General Assembly is called the blank branch of the, okay, Andrew. the legislative branch of the Virginia government. Question number 2. Where was coal found? Naja.
Tazewell County.
After the Civil War, it became a source of livelihood for residents of Southwest Virginia. Tazewell County is correct. Question 3. Name the general that led the defeat, Naja.
Robert E. Lee.
That led the defeat of the Union troops at Fredericksburg, Virginia. Robert E. Lee is correct. Question 4. What are abolitionists? Amelia.
They are people that campaigned to end slavery.
That's correct. Slide your card up, please. Question 5. Who believed in the importance, Naja.
James Madison.
Say it again.
James Madison.
Correct. Who believed in the importance of having a United States Constitution? He kept detailed notes during the Constitutional Convention. James Madison is correct. Question 6. What document gave the reasons, Andrew? Correct. The reasons for independence and ideas for self-government. The Declaration of Independence is correct. Fill in the blank. Number 7, one word. Blank was commonly used instead of, Naja.
Tobacco.
And that's not the word I'm looking for. Let me finish it for this side. Blank was commonly used instead of money. Amelia.
Tobacco.
Barter is the word I'm looking for. Barter. Question number 8 is a fill in the blank question. 3 words. The English traded tools, pots, and copper for, Andrew. Correct. And copper for jewelry with the Powhatans in exchange for food, fur, and leather and other goods. Question 9. Name the tribe located in the Piedmont. Parker. In the Piedmont region of Virginia. Monacan is correct. Slide your card up, please. Question 10. The first permanent English settlement, Amelia.
Jamestown.
Okay, that's not the answer I'm looking for. Let me finish it for this side. The first permanent English settlement in America was founded in what year? Langston. 1607 is correct. Question 11. How do we know American Indians, Sadie,
Artifacts.
lived in all areas of the state? Artifacts is correct. So you're in the bonus. All right. Okay, here's your question, and Andrew has to give me the answer. What are the 6 counties and 1 independent city that border Washington County?
City of Bristol. Scott. Sullivan. Johnson.
Correct.
Yes.
That was a tough one. All right, question number 12. What body of water separates the eastern, Andrew, the eastern shore from the mainland of Virginia? Chesapeake Bay is correct. So Valley wins this round. Let's give both teams a big hand. So we need High Point, no, sorry, I'm sorry. Okay, High Point and Meadowview, High Point and Meadowview. Okay, Carly, pull your name back so I can see Hannah's light. All right. Okay, Ada. Henley, Keandra, Thomas, Isaiah, Benjamin, Harley, Hannah. Okay, round 5. The first question is a fill-in-the-blank question, 2 words. Since many federal workers live and work in, okay, Carly,
Federal government.
say it again.
Federal government.
In Virginia, the federal government has a significant impact on Virginia's economy. Question 2, I need 2 parts to this answer. Give 2 reasons for the decline of, okay, Benjamin.
Crop prices were low and banks were good.
Okay, that's not the answer I need. Let me finish it for this side. Give 2 reasons for the decline of the agricultural society. Ada? No, the answer I need on that, crop prices were low is one of them, but the other one is old systems of farming were no longer effective. Okay, question number 3. Name the lawyer and civil rights, okay, Benjamin,
Oliver W. Hill Sr.
and civil rights leader who worked for equal rights for African Americans. He was also a key role in the Brown versus Board of Education decision. Oliver Hill is correct. Okay, this is a who am I question. I tried to start a slave rebellion. Okay, Thomas. Okay, that's not the answer I need. Let me finish it for this side. I tried to start a slave rebellion. I was captured and hanged. I led a raid on the United States Armory at Harper's Ferry, Virginia. Okay, Hannah?
John Brown.
John Brown is correct. Question 5. Why did the colonists believe they should not be taxed, okay, Benjamin,
Because they had no representation in Parliament.
by Parliament? Because they had no representation in Parliament. Question 6. In which army did enslaved African American, okay, Isaiah? Okay, that's not the answer I need. Let me ask this side. In which army did enslaved African American James Armistead Lafayette serve? Okay, Thomas. The Continental Army is correct. Slide your card up, please. Question 7 has 3 parts. Slide your card up, please, Thomas. To the front. Okay, question 7 has 3 parts to the answer. Name the 3 origins of Virginia culture. Okay, Ada.
African.
Correct, of Virginia culture. Move your card up, please. Question number 8. What culture is reflected in the place named Richmond? Okay, Carly.
English.
English is correct. Question 9 has 7 parts to the answer. Name the 7 state-recognized tribes. Okay, Ada.
Chickahominy, Eastern Chickahominy, Mattapony, Monkey.
Okay, that's not the answer I need. Let me finish reading the question. Name the 7 state-recognized tribes located in the coastal plain Tidewater region of Virginia. Carly?
Chickahominy, Eastern Chickahominy, Mattapony, Upper Mattapony, Nansemond, Rappahannock, and Pamunkey.
Correct. Cherokee was not one of them. Okay. Question number 10. Who had the power to grant Benjamin?
The King of England.
To grant charters allowing settlement in North America. The King of England is correct. Question 11. Name the legislative body that, Benjamin?
General Assembly.
Correct. That gave the settlers the opportunity to control their own government. The General Assembly is correct. Question 12. In what year did Jamestown become the first, Benjamin?
1607.
The first permanent English settlement in North America. 1607 is correct. High Point wins this round. Let's give both teams a big hand. We need Valley Institute to come up over here. Okay, Hannah, go ahead. Try your buzz. Carly, Benjamin, Isaiah. Okay. Sadie, Andrew, Nigel. All right, round 6. First question. Name the geographic region which is located between the Piedmont and, Andrew. Between the Piedmont and Valley and Ridge regions. Blue Ridge is correct. Move your card up, please. Question 2. Indians is the name given by Christopher, Isaiah. Can you be more specific about that? That's correct. Indians is the name given by Christopher Columbus to the people he found in the lands he discovered. Why did he call them Indians? Because he believed he was in the Indies near China. Question number 3 is a fill-in-the-blank question, 2 words. By the 1640s, the Burgesses, Andrew, became a separate legislative body called the House of Burgesses. Question 4. Who arrived in Jamestown, Carly?
African Americans.
Okay, that's not the answer I need. Let me finish it for this side. Who arrived in Jamestown in 1620? Naja? Women is correct. Move your card up, please. Question 5 is a fill-in-the-blank question, 2 words. Tobacco was sold in England as Isaiah. As a cash crop is correct. Question number 6 has 3 parts to the answer. Give 3 examples of cultural, Benjamin.
Barns, houses, and places of worship.
Of cultural landscapes, barns, houses, and places of worship. Question number 7. Which document states that, Benjamin?
The Virginia Statute of Religious Freedom.
Okay, that's not the one I need on that question. Let me finish it for this side. Which document states that all Virginians have many rights, including freedom of religion and freedom of the press? Langston.
Virginia Declaration of Rights.
The Virginia Declaration of Rights is correct. Question number 8. Define a free state. Okay, Carly.
A state without slavery.
A state without slavery is correct. Question number 9. I need 3 answers in this one. What are 3 of the reasons why Virginia's economy, Andrew?
Confederate money had no value. Banks were closed, and railroads and farms.
Correct. Name 3 of the reasons why Virginia's economy was in ruins after the Civil War. Question 10 is a fill-in-the-blank question, and there's a statement that fills the blank. I don't believe that's not the answer I need on that one, so let me ask this one. Harry F. Byrd Sr. was known for the blank policy for road improvements in modernized Virginia state government. Carly?
Pay-as-you-go policy.
Pay as you go, correct. Question 11. How many branches make up, Sadie?
3.
3, make up Virginia state government and ensure Virginia's laws agree with the state constitution. So you're in a bonus. Okay, here's your question. Remember, Andrew has to give me the answer. In what year did Abingdon become the county seat for Washington County? Correct, 1778. Question 12. Coal is the product that, Naja. That's not the answer I need on that. Let me finish it for this side. Coal is the product that best characterizes which region? Anna?
Appalachian Plateau.
The Appalachian Plateau is correct, so they're in a bonus. All right. What famous Confederate general was born in South Virginia and was called the Eyes of the Army by Robert E. Lee?
J.E.B. Stuart.
J.E.B. Stuart is correct. So we're tied. All right. So first question, tiebreaker question is no, it's not a fill in the blank question. What happened first? The Battle of Fredericksburg? Isaiah. Okay, that's not the answer I need. Let me finish it for this side. What happened first, the Battle of Fredericksburg or the battle between the Merrimack and Monitor? What? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, Andrew.
Battle
That's correct. It happened in March, and the Battle of Fredericksburg happened in December. Question 2 is a fill-in-the-blank question, 2 words. Many of the settlers died of blank. Okay, Benjamin.
starvation and disease.
Correct. It was starvation and disease. Third question. What was vital to the expansion of business? Benjamin.
Railroads.
Agriculture and industry. They facilitated the growth of small towns to cities. Railroads is correct. Question 4 is a fill-in-the-blank question, 2 words. The charters granted by the, okay, Carly.
English.
Okay, that's not the answer I need. The charters granted by the blank of blank extended English rights to the colonists. Okay, Andrew. The King of England is correct. Question number 5. Describe Virginia's climate. Carly.
Relatively mild with 4 distinct seasons.
That's correct. So High Point wins this round. Let's give both teams a big hand. Okay, so if Watauga and Meadowview could come up now, please. Watauga and Meadowview. Are we good on that, Andrea? Hang on just a minute. Hey, while they're working on that, let's check the buzzers. Press yours, Ada. Wait a minute. Now press yours. Okay, Henley, Keandra, Thomas, Ella, Hudson, Jonah, Charlie. Okay, who's who there? You, Jonah? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, pull yours back a little, Hudson, please. And Henley, Bell, pull yours back a little bit. Pull all the pink cards back. Okay. We're in round 7. Right. Okay, first question, round 7. What are the 2 parts of the Virginia General? Okay, Charlie. House of Delegates and the Senate is correct, the 2 parts of the Virginia General Assembly. Question 2. What is the Virginia statute for religion? Okay, Henley Bell.
Worship as you please and freedom of the press.
Teachers?
Someone didn't put it down.
Okay, we can't take that answer, so let me finish reading it for this side. What is the Virginia Statute of for religious freedom? Okay, Charlie. That's correct. It does not include freedom of the press. Okay, question number 3. Freed African Americans needed what during the okay, Ada?
Housing, education, jobs, housing.
Correct, during the Reconstruction period. Okay, move your card up, please, Ada. Question 4. What state was created when when Virginians were divided about secession from the Union? West Virginia is correct. Number 5, what is the trading, exchanging of goods, Charlie, and services without the use of money? That's barter. Question 6, name the 2 regions where Africans settled. Okay, Ada?
Piedmont and Coastal Plain.
Correct, settled, and where agriculture required a great deal of labor, the Tidewater or Coastal Plain and Piedmont. Question 7, who directed the Jamestown, Charlie? With strong leadership, Captain John Smith. Okay. Question 8, what was the first elected Henley Bell.
House of Burgesses.
Legislative body in America called the House of Burgesses. Question number 9 is a fill-in-the-blank question, one word. For the American Indians, the kinds of food they ate, Henley Bell.
Seasons.
And the clothing they wore and the shelters they had depended upon the seasons. Question 10. The Cherokee were a part of the, Ada,
Iroquoian.
of this language group. Iroquoian is correct. Question 11. Define Piedmont. Charlie. Okay, that's not the answer I need. Just somebody on this side want to do it. Okay, Thomas. Land at the foot of the mountains is correct. Question 12. Which geographic region includes the Great Valley, Charlie, of Virginia? The Valley and Ridge is correct. So we're tied. Okay, first tiebreaker question is a fill-in-the-blank question, 2 words. Conflict grew between, Thomas. Okay, that's not the answer I need for that, so let me, Jonah.
Eastern and Western?
That's not the answer I need. Here's the way it was. Conflict grew between the western counties of Virginia that did not favor slavery and the eastern counties of Virginia that relied on slavery. You had the right words, but you had them reversed. Question number 2 is a fill-in-the-blank question, 2 words. Since the end of World War II, Northern Virginia has experienced, Thomas. Okay, that's not the answer I need. So let me finish it for this side. Since the end of World War II, Northern Virginia has experienced growth due to the increase in the number of blank located in this region. Ella.
Federal jobs.
Federal jobs is correct. Push your card up, please, Ella. Question 3, 1 word, fill in the blank. Jim Crow laws established blank of the, Charlie, segregation of the races and reinforced prejudices held by whites. Question number 4, who was the commander-in-chief of, Charlie, of the Continental Army? George Washington is correct. And question 5, who disagreed with colonists over how the colonies should be, Thomas?
Parliament.
The Parliament over how the colonies should be governed. Parliament is correct. So Watauga wins that round. Let's give both teams a big hand. We need Greendale and Ray Valley up, please. Keegan, pull your name back. Grayson, pull yours back a little. Your name. Mary, pull yours back a little. So I can see the light. Okay, Jack. Push your buzzer. Keegan. Gracie. Shelby. Sophia. Mary. Grayson. Blake. Okay. Ready? Round 8, question 1. What geographic region is characterized by, okay, Blake. Okay, that's not the answer I need on that one. Let me finish it for this side. What geographic region is characterized by flat land? Okay, Shelby.
Coastal plain.
The coastal plain. Move your card up, please. Question 2. What is the natural border between the, okay, Grayson, between the Tidewater and Piedmont regions where the land rises sharply and where the waterfalls prevent further travel on the river? Fall line is correct. Question 3 is a fill-in-the-blank question, one word. Jamestown was, okay, Keegan,
Economic.
was primarily an economic venture. Slide your card up, please. Question number 4 is a fill-in-the-blank question, one word. The charters from the, okay, Keegan. That's not the answer I need. Let me finish it for this side. The charters from the King of England gave the Virginia Company the right to establish a blank in North, okay, Sophia,
Settlement.
a settlement in North America. Slide your card up, please. Question number 5, and I need 2 parts in this answer. How did the arrival of women in okay, Blake? Correct. How did the arrival of women in 1620 impact the Jamestown settlement? It became a more permanent settlement, and they could establish families. Number 6 is a fill-in-the-blank question, one word. The Virginia colony was transformed by the okay, Blake. Okay, that's not the answer I need. Let me finish it for this side. The Virginia colony was formed by the success of tobacco as a cash crop. This success depended on blank. Okay, Keegan.
Flavor.
Okay, that's not the answer I need. Slavery is the answer I need to that question. Okay, question number 7. The place named Roanoke reflects, okay, Blake, which culture? American Indian, that's correct. That's still correct. All right, question number 8. What was the economy in the, okay, Keegan.
Industrial.
That's correct. What was the economy in the northern part of the United States like prior to the Civil War? Industrialized is correct. Question 9. The development of this, okay, Keegan.
House of.
Okay, that's not the answer I need. Let me finish it for this side. The development of this farming machine led to the opening of new lands in the South. Okay, you spoke before I got to you, okay? So you had the right answer, sorry. So it's the opening of new lands in the South and attracted settlers from Virginia, cotton gin. So that's okay, that happens. So hang in there, everybody, hang in there. All right, question number 10. Why did Confederate soldiers burn, okay, Blake. Okay, say it louder so I can hear you.
To stop their supplies from approaching the Union.
Okay, I'll accept that. They didn't want the Union to have their supplies. This is a who am I question. I'm a former governor of Virginia. Okay, Blake. No, that's not the answer I need. Okay, Keegan.
Woodrow Wilson.
And that's not the answer I need either. Here's the question. I'm a former governor of Virginia. I was the first African American to be elected as state governor in the United States, and that is L. Douglas Wilder. Okay, question 12 is a fill in the blank question. Virginia seceded from the Union along with other, okay, Shelby.
Union.
Okay, that's not the answer I need, so let me finish it for this side. Virginia seceded from the Union along with other southern states and became the blank, blank, blank. Okay. The Confederate States of America, that's correct. So Greendale wins this round. Let's give both teams a big hand. Greendale, we need you back up. Don't take it down. We need Greendale back up. I was like, wait a minute. No, we need you up here. Blake, we got to play again. Everybody's excited. We need Abingdon Elementary over here. Hey, Sophia, press your buzzer. Grayson? Blake? Hi. Amelia, pull your card. All right, Landon? Kate? Amelia? Parker? Okay, round 9. Question number 1 has 2 parts to the answer. The Appalachian Mountain System includes which Kate?
Valley and Ridge and Blue Ridge Mountains.
Correct. Contains which 2 geographic regions? Move your card up, please, Kate. Question number 2. Virginia can be divided in Amelia.
5.
Into how many geographic regions? 5 is correct. Question number 3. American Indians fished and picked, okay, Blake. Picked berries during which season? Spring is correct. Move your card up, please, Blake. Question 4 is a fill in the blank question, 2 words. When the settlers arrived in 1607, Jamestown, okay, Blake. On a narrow peninsula bordered on 3 sides by the James River. That's correct. Question 5. Which assembly in Grayson. In 1619 included 2 citizen representatives from each of the divisions of Virginia, the Governor's Council and the Governor. The General Assembly is correct. Question 6, and there's 4 parts to this answer. What are the 4 major rivers that, okay, Amelia?
Potomac, James, York, and Rappahannock.
Correct. That flow into the Chesapeake Bay and that are separated by peninsulas. Question 7 is a fill-in-the-blank question, 1 word. Tools are considered a blank resource. Okay, Kate.
Human?
Okay, that's not the answer I need. Does somebody on this side? Okay, Blake. A capital resource is correct. Question number 8 is a fill-in-the-blank question, 1 word. As Virginia grew, the need for, okay, Amelia.
Roads.
Improved roads increased. Question number 9. Define okay, Amelia.
When the separation of people comes back together.
Hang on just a minute. I couldn't hear you for the drill or whatever it is you're running. Say it again.
When
Okay, teachers. All right. Question 10. What does the executive branch of, okay, Blake, correct, of state government do? Make sure state laws are carried out. Question 11. Who sought freedom by, Blake? Can you be more specific? Correct. Who sought freedom by following the Union Army, providing labor and fighting for the Union Army and Navy? Question 12 has 5 parts to the answer. Name 4 of the 5, let me throw that one out, I misstated it. Here's a replacement question for that. To fill in the blank question, 2 words. The policy of blank blank failed, okay, Amelia.
Massive resistance.
Correct. Failed and Virginia's public schools were integrated. But we're tied. Okay, question 1, a tiebreaker. This is a fill-in-the-blank question, 2 words. In the early 1700s, England became blank, okay, Blake? Great Britain. Question 2. What did England hope to find, okay, Grayson?
Silver and gold.
In America, silver and gold is correct. Question 3. Okay, question 3. Which American Indian language was, okay, Blake? Correct, was spoken primarily in the Tidewater region. Question 4. Which system in Virginia moves, okay, Grayson?
Transportation.
Moves raw materials to factories and finished products to markets. Transportation is correct. Question 5, fill in the blank question, 1 word. As people have moved to Virginia from many other states and, okay, Blake, and countries, the population is becoming increasingly diverse. That's correct. So, Greendale wins this round. Let's give both teams a big hand. Okay, we need Watauga to come over to this side.
They're just wanting us to get out or something.
They were just wanting us to get out.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. My hands have a break. Such thing.
All right, Ella, press your buzzer. Go ahead.
Oh, you.
Hudson, Jonah, Charlie, Sophia, Mary, Grayson, Blake. Okay. Round 10. First question is a fill-in-the-blank question. 2 words in this answer. A revolt against plantation owners, okay, Charlie, was led by Nat Turner, is correct. Set your name up, Charlie, in case I forget it. Okay, question number 2. Southwest Virginia is located in which, okay, Grayson?
Appalachian Plateau.
In which geographic region? Appalachian Plateau is correct. Question 3 is a fill-in-the-blank question, 1 word. The Eastern Shore is a blank bordered, okay, Blake, a peninsula bordered by the Chesapeake Bay to the west, Atlantic Ocean to the east, and Maryland to the north. Question 4. Who turned down an offer to lead Charlie? That's not the answer I need on that one. Let me finish it for this side. Who turned down an offer to lead the Union Army saying, I cannot raise my hand against my birthplace, my home, my children? Okay, Blake. Robert E. Lee is correct. Question number 5 is a fill-in-the-blank question, 3 words. Whenever people settle an area, Blake. Okay, that's not the answer I need. Let me finish it for this side. Whenever people settle an area, they change the landscape to reflect the blank, blank, and blank of their culture. Okay, hang on, Charlie. All right, go ahead. Say that again. Now, what I need is beliefs, customs, and architecture. So, Mary, press your buzzer. Let's make sure we're reset. Okay. Question number 6. Name the first president of the, Charlie, of the United States. George Washington is correct. Question 7. What was the secret route, Blake? Secret route call that escaped slaves used to move north. Underground Railroad's correct. Question 8. Name the government agency that, okay, Blake, that provided food, schools, and medical care for freed African Americans and others in Virginia and the rest of the South. Freedmen's Bureau is correct. Question 9. What is the General Assembly, Blake? Okay, teachers.
I can't believe you said it. Hey,
Oh, we can't go with that, so let me finish the question. I don't think I got it read. What is the General Assembly responsible for? Okay, Charlie. Making laws. Okay, question number 10 has 5 parts to the answer. Virginia's economy depends heavily on livestock production. Okay, Blake. Correct. What are the 5 leading livestock products? And that would be broilers, beef or chickens, beef cattle, milk, turkeys, and hogs. Question number 11. During Reconstruction, what group of people, okay, Blake, began to have power in Virginia's government and could vote? African Americans. Question 12. General Robert E. Lee, okay, Charlie. Correct. Surrendered his army to a Union general to end the Civil War. What was his name? Ulysses S. Grant. So Greendale wins this round. Let's give both teams a big hand. Okay, we need Valley to come up over here, okay? Okay, Sophia, press your buzzer, please. Mary, Grayson, Blake, Swangston, Sadie, Andrew, Nigel. All right, so here we go. Round 11. Is the Piedmont region east or west? Okay, Grayson.
West.
West of the fall line is correct. You've already got your card moved up. All right, question 2 is a fill-in-the-blank question, 2 words. England wanted to establish, okay, Grayson.
Raw materials?
Okay, that's not the answer I need on this one, so Let me finish it for this side. England wanted to establish an American colony to increase her blank and blank. Okay, Naja?
Wealth and power.
Wealth and power is correct. Question number 3 is a fill-in-the-blank question, one word. The Germans and Scotch, Grayson.
Shenandoah Valley.
Correct, settled primarily along the migration route in the Shenandoah Valley. Okay, I need 3 parts to this, the answer to this question. Name the 3 factors that okay, Blake. Okay, that's not the answer I need for this one. Let me finish it for this side. Name the 3 factors that influenced the move of the capital from Williamsburg to Richmond. Okay, Andrew.
Better for trade.
Okay, good try. You got 2 of them. Richmond was a more central location. Its location was better for trade. The other 2 possibilities were population was moving westward, and moving to Richmond increased the distance from attack by the English. Okay, question number 5. During the Revolutionary War, some enslaved Africans fought. Okay, Blake. Say it again. Okay, that's not the answer I need, so let me finish it for this side. During the Revolutionary War, some enslaved Africans fought for England. Why? Okay, Langston.
They promised them freedom after the war.
They promised them freedom, that's correct. Question number 6. Why did the South secede from, okay, Grayson?
Because of economical differences between the North.
Correct, from the United States, that's correct. Question number 7. The first major battle of the Civil War was Bull Run. Okay, Blake. Okay, that's not the answer I need. So let me finish it for this side. The first major battle of the Civil War was Bull Run. Where was it fought? Okay, Andrew. Manassas. Question 8. What is the judicial branch of, okay, Blake? Okay, let's see. I just need one teacher on this.
So that was Blake.
Okay, question 9 has 2 parts to the answer. Give 2 ways other than voting restrictions that, okay, Blake? They had to do what now? Okay. Okay, that's not the answer I need on that, so let me ask this side. Give 2 ways other than voting restrictions that Jim Crow laws affected African Americans. Sadie?
Poll taxes and a test.
Okay, that's not the answer I need on that. It made it difficult to hold public office. They had to use separate drinking fountains, and they had segregated schools. Question 10 is a fill-in-the-blank question, one word. The economy of the southern states, okay, Blake. Okay, that's not the word I need. The economy of the southern states prior to the Civil War was agricultural and relied on blank as a source of labor. Okay, Sadie?
Slaves.
Slaves, that's correct. Okay, you're in the bonus. Okay, here's your question. What were the first two names given to Abingdon?
Wolf Hills and Black's Fort.
That's correct, Wolf Hills and Black's Fort. Question 11, other than money, what could a tobacco, okay, Grayson,
Tobacco?
correct. Other than money, what could a tobacco farmer use to pay for goods and services? Tobacco is correct. Question 12, I need 2 of 4 possible things. Name 2 reasons why the settlers, okay, Andrew.
Water was deep enough to dock they thought they had
Correct. The other 2, this is why they chose the site at Jamestown. The other 2 were it could be easily defended from attack by sea, and instructions told the settlers to go inland and find a suitable place for their colony. So, yes, Valley wins that round, so let's give both teams a big hand.
Don't get down.
Okay, we're going to take, because we're getting ready to go into the championship round, we're going to take about a 10-minute break. If everybody will stand up and go get you a drink or go to the restroom or whatever you need to do.
Mary. Yeah. Oh.
Greendale, here you go, Blake.
Okay, if everyone could be making their way back in and have a seat, please. We need High Point up here. We need High Point Elementary on this side, please. Pull your pink card back.
I can, yeah.
All right, Nigel, press your buzzer. Andrew, Sadie, Langston, Isaiah, Benjamin, Carly, Anna. Okay, so we're to the championship round now, and this is where we stand. If Valley wins this round, we play again. If High Point wins this round, then they're the county champions. And let me say before we begin this round, this has been a tremendous contest. I don't think we've ever had that many tie games in any contest that we've ever done. So I congratulate all these students. I congratulate the teachers and the parents, and it's been my privilege to be the moderator. And so round 12, first question. 5 parts to this answer. What are the top 5 Okay, Benjamin.
Architecture and engineering services, banking and lending, computer programming and system designing, food products and shipbuilding.
Okay, that's not the answer I need. So let me finish the question for this side. What are the top 5 manufactured products made in the Commonwealth? Okay, Andrew.
Chemical goods, chips, beverages, food products, and motor vehicle parts and trucks.
Okay, you got 4 of them, but I needed tobacco products as part of that answer. Okay, question number 2 is a fill in the blank question, 2 words. The Chesapeake Bay provided a blank for, okay, Carly.
Safe harbor.
A safe harbor for colonists. Question 3 is a fill in the blank question, 1 word, or 2 words, I'm sorry, 2 words. East of the fall line, you can, okay, Andrew. You can find the coastal plain or tidewater region. Slide your card up, please, Andrew. Question 4, in what region can you find the Dismal Swamp? Okay, Naja.
Coastal plain.
The coastal plain is correct. Question 5, name the first people to live in, okay, Andrew, in Virginia. American Indians is correct. Question 6, what language was spoken, okay, Andrew? Correct, by the Powhatans. Algonquian is correct. Question 7, name the headquarters of the leader, okay, Benjamin.
The Werawokamoka.
Correct, of the leader Powhatan in 1607. And I'm glad you had to say that and not me. Okay, question 8 is a fill in the blank question, 1 word. Most of the land in Virginia is covered by blank, okay, Andrew, by forests is correct. Question number 9. The settlement in Jamestown was financed, okay, Isaiah. Correct, was financed by whom? Stockholders of the Virginia Company of London. Question 10 is a fill in the blank question, 3 words. Jamestown is located today, okay, Andrew. Correct, located on an island in the James River. Question 11. During the battle at Chancellorsville, this Confederate general was accidentally shot, okay, Andrew. Correct, accidentally shot and killed by one of his soldiers, Stonewall Jackson. Question 12 has 3 parts to the answer. The survival of settlers in James, okay, Andrew. Okay, that's not the answer I need. Let me ask it to this side. The survival of settlers in Jamestown was aided by native peoples in what 3 ways? Okay, Hannah?
They taught the settlers necessary survival skills. They taught them how to plant crops such as corn and tobacco, and and Pocahontas was their communication.
Correct. You'll slide your card up, all right? So here, let me give you your bonus question. Okay, before the Creeper Trail was a railroad, what was it?
Indian Game Trail.
Indian and Game Trail.
Correct. So Valley Institute wins this round. Let's give both teams a big hand.
We have to win this. We have to. This is the last round.
All right, so we play again.
We win this. We win.
Round 13, and this is, let's make sure everybody's buzzer's working before we start. Isaiah, Benjamin, Carly, Hannah, Nigel, Andrew, Sadie, Langston. Okay. Let Miss Pete get the scoreboard cleared here. All right, question number 1 has 3 parts to the answer. Name in correct order from earliest to current the 3 locations of the capital. Okay, Hannah?
Jamestown, Williamsburg, and Richmond.
Correct. Jamestown, Williamsburg, and then Richmond. Question 2, define debt. Benjamin.
When you've bought something but you need to pay it back to the owner or to the person that you paid.
Okay, hang on just a minute. Let me get the teachers up here. Somebody on this side wanted to try. You have to buzz in if you want to try. Andrew?
A good or service owed to
Correct. A good or service owed to another. Okay, question 3 is a fill in the blank question, 2 words. George Washington surveyed the, okay, Benjamin.
The commander of the Continental Army.
Okay, that's not the answer I need. So, George Washington surveyed the blank blank. Okay, Naja.
Dismal Swamp.
The Dismal Swamp is correct. All right, question 4 is a fill in the blank question, 2 words. Werowocomoco is a large blank blank. Okay, Isaiah. No, that's not the answer I need, so let me finish it for this side. Werowocomoco is a large blank blank used by Indian leaders for several hundred years before English settlers came. Okay, Andrew. Indian town is correct. Question 5. How did the move from Williamsburg to Richmond, okay, Andrew? That's not the answer I need. Let me finish it for this side. How did the move from Williamsburg to Richmond protect colonists from the British? Benjamin.
It was farther away from attack from the British.
Okay, that's correct. Question number 6 has 3 parts to the answer. Colonial Virginians produced goods and services by using what 3 types of Okay, Carly.
Human, natural, and capital.
Human, natural, and capital resources. Question number 7 is a fill-in-the-blank question with 1 word. Prior to the 1700s, Great Britain was called, Andrew. And that's not the answer I need. So, prior to the 1700s, Great Britain was called blank. Isaiah? England is correct. So you're in the bonus. So here's your question. In what year was Virginia admitted to the Union?
1788.
Correct. Question number 8. This is a who am I question. Former governor of Virginia who promoted racial, Benjamin.
L.A. Leonard Holden Jr.
Hey, I can't take that answer. Let me finish it for this side. Former governor of Virginia who promoted racial equality and appointed more African Americans and women to positions in state government than previous governors. Okay, Langston.
A. Leonard Holden Jr.
A. Linwood Holton, not L. Linwood Holton. Question 9. The governor heads up what branch of state? Okay, Andrew. The executive branch of state government is correct. Question 10. Who was Arthur R. Ashe? Okay, Benjamin.
The winner of the first African American winner of a national tennis championship.
Okay.
And he was a civil rights leader.
Okay, I need the teachers on that one.
This is a turnover you need to answer.
Yes, you need to.
All right. Question number 11. Who were loyalists? Okay, Benjamin.
People who stayed devoted to Great Britain or England.
Can you give me a little more?
And they fought for the British Army.
Okay, I'll accept your answer. I was getting to the Revolutionary War. Okay, question number 12. What court ruled in 1954? Okay, Benjamin. I'm sorry, Isaiah. Okay, that's not the answer I need. So what court ruled in 1954 that separate but equal public schools were unconstitutional? Okay, Andrew. The Supreme Court is correct. So High Point wins that round and they win the contest. So. Let me say again, this is a challenging contest. It was an excellent contest, and these children have a lot to be proud of. And so don't let anybody go home with your head hung down. Everybody wants to win the contest, but it doesn't work that way, and so you all did very well. You won at your school, and you came here and represented your schools well. So let's give all the teams a big hand.
We're going on to district.
Is Dr. King still here? Did she leave? Would you both come up to present the awards I have laid out here? And I just want to reiterate while Ms. Anderson and Mr. Wilson are coming forward that you are all winners. And I know you hear that and you think, oh gosh, Ms. Feek, but it is so true because what you have up here, I'm going to say it again, no one can ever take from you. You know, we lose trophies, we spend whatever awards, but this is forever, okay? You got it? Good job. All right, so we're going to start with our team from Abingdon Elementary. Oh, by the way, you know you have to shake hands before you get your award, and none of those wimpy handshakes, okay? From Abingdon Elementary, coached by Mrs. Worley and assisted by Miss Atkinson today, we have Parker, Kate, come on up, Amelia, and Landon. Congratulations. Yes.
You could have gotten the bonus question.
Way to go, Abingdon Elementary.
You need to turn over.
Good job. All right, our team from Greendale Elementary, coached by Mrs. Davenport, we have Sophia, Mary, Blake, and Grayson. Congratulations. I think turn around so they can get a picture of you. And now for Meadowview Elementary, coached by Miss Vestal, we have Henley Bell, Keandra, Ada, and Thomas. Good job. Congratulations. They have already issued a challenge to our state officers here for a battle off later in Virginia Studies. Good job, Thomas. Now, from Ray Valley Elementary, coached by Mrs. Boer, right here on the front row, we have Jack, Keegan, Gracie, and Shelby. Congratulations. Now from Watauga Elementary, coached by Miss Kaiser and Caesar, we have Hudson, Charlie, Ella, and Jonah. Congratulations. Okay. Now, good job. Now for our runner-up team from Valley Institute, and they'll be receiving those front trophies. Yes, congratulations, and I commend you guys. Excellent job. From Valley Institute, coached by Miss Blevins, Andrew, Sadie, Langston, and Nija. Congratulations, Valley Institute. Miss Jackson termed this as the Battle of Bristol. So, congratulations. So our champion team today will be receiving a cash prize for each individual and then $100 for their classroom, as well as the wooden plaque there for the school and individual trophies. So congratulations to High Point Elementary, coached by Miss Taylor. We have Carly. Oh, somebody get Carly. Y'all watch out. We have Carly, Isaiah, Hannah, and Benjamin. Congratulations. Miss Taylor, I think you need to be up there too. Is it still one piece or is it? Scoot in there, Carly. Can you get in there? And parents, and we can set up here if you need front on pictures with your children as well, or with for the school with their teachers. So congratulations, High Point. So thank you all for being here today, for supporting these youth, and I'm just so extremely proud of all of them. And now I think they're needing a little bit of food, so we're going to feed them some lunch and let them fellowship together. So if you want to come up, we can set you up real quick to do pictures. High Point has already, they've still got their stuff here. So if we want to do pictures, I'll go ahead and set High Point up here and Valley here, so parents can get pictures.
Oh gosh. Yeah, we get a pizza party and a party at school.
Scoot all the way to the
Here.
table. Scoot up to the table in front of your name. I'm going to take these from you.
I need to put my stuff.
Actually, you know what? Why don't you hold the plaque for Miss Taylor? Yeah, you hold the plaque. All right. Okay.
Or if it's still on.
That's their secret song. No, they know.
I know it. It's Supreme Court City. That's her purpose.
Hi. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Jennifer. All right, guys. Get out of the way. Is the mic? Move it.
Wait, Miss Taylor. Can you tell the History Bowl people tomorrow that we won county?
Can I tell the history people tomorrow that you won?
Yeah.
They're going to probably announce it over the announcements this afternoon and tomorrow, I'd probably say. They
Well,
normally
I'm
do.
not gonna be at school tomorrow. I mean today, so.
Me neither.
I have to go back to school.
Me neither. I'm not going to go back to school.
Lucky.
Kudos for you. Well, you don't have to, baby. Do your parents? You have to. Okay, never mind. You have to.
Brennan, can you just beg your mom
to
to
go,
like
guys.
go back to school?
Yes.
I didn't cry on this one. I wonder what happened if you just.
It was great. Everybody was great.
Before we leave, can I push the buttons? Wait, can I? Yeah, ask him a question. What was the first daddy of the Revolutionary War? Who's that?
No, I didn't. No, that was him. That was Andrew. No, that was Andrew.
What was the first battle of the Revolutionary War?
Battle of Manassas.
No. I said the Revolutionary. Good job, everybody.
No, that was incorrect, Caleb. It was the Battle of Great Bridge. Yeah, Bobby said what was the first battle of Civil War.
I couldn't hear what he said.
Oh, I'll try.
I'm was. Oh, let me click the button. Hold on.
He's gonna smile.
Oh. You want us to do this?
Miss Willis we'll put Cesar in the middle.
Oh, yeah. After that.
Oh, but you're smiling. I better see you.
Oh, you put yours award.
I've already done too.
Are you landed?
I got it sit straight and tall. Sit straight and tall, pearly
I'm
whites.
already buzzed. Here, do this. Look. Mine keeps on falling. Nobody else can buzz except for here.
Thank you.
Nobody else can buzz. Nobody else can buzz.
No one's gonna tell me. No one told us anything about it. I was walking over the block.
Why?
All right, Amy, get in real quick. Stand behind a chair. 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 No, you can sit. You're good. Sit. You can sit.
I'll just stand.
Yeah, go ahead and sit. Want to stand? Sit.
Yeah, I'll just stand. I'll just stand.
Actually, well, you got your name.
Here, Jack.
You can sit.
I forgot what my name is.
Ray Valley. Right there, the green one.
Okay, I'm starving.
Wash your eyes, okay? All right, go ahead and sit, so that way you'll look like you're playing the game.
Oh. Hey. I'm stealing.
All right, Shelby, scoot down just a smidgen. Keegan, can you? Yes, I'm gonna get you to take.
Are you on? Hello.
We don't have to.
Hi. Anyone got some ice cream?
Yeah, we need that.
I said anything. Anyone got some ice cream?
You take one for me. I'll flick it home.
I knew. I saw you log.
We'll see. That or a teacher.
I'm trying.
She was excited.
Yeah, you can't smile forever.
I gotta order it all.
Let's go to pizza.
Get it ordered.
Eat it.
D-U-N, okay? That's fine. They were having Yeah, absolutely. You care to take it?
We're basically pretending we're in the middle of a round when we're not in the middle. It says high point.
You don't need to worry about that. We will see it.
Just, I'm gonna sit it in front of you.
I'm stuck. Okay, I'm unstuck. Okay, it's fine.
They're a great team. They worked hard.
I saw them run. They look back.
And I think he has his phone too. Oh, I know.
5 rounds up here.
I need food now. I need food now.
All right.
Lex is gonna start us. Yeah, we really need food.
It's a great day to be a lion.
Wait, we should pretend like we're
And yeah, mine's over there.
So that's what this stuff. So that's what all that stuff is.
Ready?
Okay, comes.
It's a great day to be
Be
a
a
lion.
Green to lion. I held my clicker in that one.
She's gotta get one.
So basically,
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
yes, finally
Everybody's
started.
touched them.
All right. You don't want to keep your name next, don't have to.
I'm going to, because my mom is going.
Oh, I'm sure.
I've only won 3 awards in my life.
There's just, man, it made me a little, just every reason to be proud of that